This is the Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris ahead of the blades for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke.
The hardcore, sparsely today. All right, how are we doing here? Good. Yeah. Ready to roll. Big Hall of Fame ceremony tomorrow. Ravens on Sunday. Good weekend.
Coach, on Vince, did you expect him to be as versatile as he ended up being at the end of his career? I don't know if you really thought of him as a nose tackle when you drafted him, but what was that process like of him evolving to a point where you could move him around to take advantage of matchups?
Well, yeah, we definitely saw him as a nose tackle. That's what we drafted him for. Of course, his rookie year, when we had Keith Traylor, he played defensive end, played out of position, which I think was a real good introduction to us to the versatility that he has for sure. Because he's not really a 3-4 end, but that's what he played. Keith was the nose. It was kind of the reverse of when we took Seymour, and Richard played nose his rookie year before we moved him out back to end, which is really the right position for him. But Vince handled it well there. He was just one of those players you had to get in the lineup. You had to put him somewhere, and so it was easier to move him than to move Keith. So that's what we did. But Vince is a really very athletic guy. I want to say he still holds the shot put record at Florida in the state of Florida in high school, which, well, whether he holds it or not, the fact that he's like up there that high for that long is pretty impressive. So he could run, very light on his feet. I mean, for such a big guy, had good balance, tremendous playing strength, great competitor, very smart, good communicator. He's a good team leader, great team captain. So he brought a lot to this organization on and off the field, for a long period of time.
He was saying yesterday he was hoping to speak to the team today. Any plans to do that, or has he already?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see Vince tomorrow. See how it goes.
It's not Big Vince anymore.
No. Svelte. Svelte. Looks like tight end. Maybe running back.
Sticking with defensive line, Calais Campbell, just how rare is it for a guy to be that consistent for this long at such a physically demanding spot?
Yeah, tremendous player. But he can do it all. Starting with the kick blocking. He's a real force on the field goal block. Ruined a lot of kicks there. But his length is impressive. He's very athletic, very smart player. Instinctive, reads things well, good pass rusher, quick, strong, long. In the Seymour mold, that kind of length and quickness, combined with strength and athleticism, and experience and intelligence. He's a really good player. He's a problem. He can play a lot of spots. I mean, he generally plays 3 technique, but he can play shade on the nose. He certainly play 5 technique. And, all the other ones in between. Good pass rusher. He's a good football player.
What's made Devin Duvernay so productive, and how much stress does he put on that special teams unit?
A lot. He's a very impressive player. He runs. He's strong. He breaks tackles. He can definitely stretch and hit it vertically, and he's got tremendous speed and get to the edge. So really, everything's a problem. He can take those balls and get outside and outflank the defense, but he can also make you think he's going outside and put his foot in the ground and go vertical and run through arm tackles and cut back. He has good vision. He's got good running style. He's a problem. It's definitely a problem. It's one of the better guys we'll face, and he's got home run speed. So it's not like just be 20 yards or get the ball to midfield on a kickoff return or something like that. I mean, if he hits it, it's all over. I mean, nobody has many players that could catch him. I don't know if there are any. He's fast.
On Marcus Cannon, seeing him in the black jersey this week as a practice player of the week, is that sort of reflective of how he just maybe picked up where he left off from the last time he was here?
Yeah, Mark's had a great attitude. Comes in, worked really hard. just wants to, do it the right way. Like not come in and, jump in, but come in and start at the beginning, work on his fundamentals, work on, the lifting, all the preparation things that go into being a good football player to start at the bottom, work his way up. And that's really the way to do it. It's build a good foundation. Didn't have training camp, but, he can use the time that he has now to put that in place. So when he does play, he'll be, I think, able to hit a higher ceiling than, trying to skip all those steps and just start playing. So he's got a great attitude, had a good week of practice. It was impressive out there. So, yeah, it was good.
And how much does just being able to have a guy like that, on the practice squad, tie into the decision to trade Justin, which is a position where we mentioned in the past, like, depth is hard to find sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's always good to have good players, and Marcus looks like he's coming around well. So we'll see how it goes, but so far so good.
Bill, as someone who's coached some of the best kickers of all time, how do you characterize what Justin Tucker's done when you look at the consistency of his career from distance, but also just the reliability?
He's reset that position by probably a pretty decent amount. This isn't like being 2/100th of a second under the world record. This guy's really reset the bar. No missed kicks. Accuracy is very good. Distance, range. He really shortens the field. He really, he makes the field about 10 yards shorter than most everybody else has it. Not just with his leg strength, but the fact that it was accuracy and how good he is from long range as well. So, he's a touchback guy if they want to do that. But yeah, Stover had a tremendous career, and he's come in and just kind of one-upped it. So a lot of good kicking there for a long time between whatever Stover was, 92. He didn't kick very well in 92, but like from 93 on. So what's that? 30 years. 30 years of Evan. Really good kicker. Two guys. It's pretty good. And counting. It's like Tucker's still got a year or two left.
Bill, I know it's just a 2-game sample, but Lamar leads the league in yards per completion. A big jump from at least past full seasons for him. Do you see him looking longer for deeper routes more often so far this year?
I think that's been about the same. Like the play to Bateman was a 7-yard pass. Goes 75, so. But that's what they are. They're a catch and run team. But they can also throw it over the top, and they throw intermediate RPOs and those kind of things. So a lot of bootlegs, cross boots, those are short passes. The catch and run plays can turn into bigger plays. So, I think their offense is pretty comparable to what it's been. I don't see it. It's 2 games. We'll see how it averages out over a longer period of time.
It looks like John Jones has gone off to a really good start. I know he's played outside corner before, but what about him from, I guess, a preparation and ability standpoint makes him capable of playing at such a high level regardless of where he lines up?
Yeah, John's got a lot of things going for him. He's got a good skill set. He's very fast. He's tough. He's strong for his size. He's a smart player. I think when you play one position and you move to another one, it gives you an advantage a little bit because you've played that spot and you know what's going on in there, whether it's a corner moving to safety or moving from outside to inside or inside to outside or outside linebacker moving to inside or vice versa. If the player can do that, if he has that type of versatility, then I think a lot of times he just has a better understanding and communication and it's easier for him to figure out what's harder for me, what's harder for that guy, because I play both spots and how to manage those problems in bunch sets and different formations, and same thing for the linebackers. If you play both spots, you kind of know what's a bigger problem. You've been in both of them, so how do you help solve that? For some players, they understand their responsibility, but maybe not quite as much of like what's going on. is that actually hard or easy for my teammate, what he's doing, and how can I help make that, either do I take it because it's hard for him, or can I give it to him because really it's not that bad for him, and it takes something off me, those kind of things. So smart, tough, fast, very competitive. Again, has a good deal of experience. He's played safety as well. I mean, this guy's played every position in the secondary. And I think in the long run, if he can do it, I think it's a good thing.
What do you think of,
Two final questions, guys.
what do you think of the rookie Jack Jones, just from, when he came into where he is now through the first couple of games, and what he's done to, earn a little bit of a role on the field himself?
Yeah, well, Jack's like a lot of rookies, learns every day. There's new challenges every day. It's a different league, different offenses, different receivers, certainly different quarterbacks, levels of skill. So, he's a talented player that has, a lot of experience, playing in that conference. I mean, he saw a lot of good receivers and some good quarterbacks. It's just, way more at this level. So, improving, learning every day. Still got a long way to go, but certainly has done enough to earn a roster spot, and is competing for playing time.
Joe Mazzulla was a visitor for one-day camp this summer. How'd you get to know him in the first place, and what have you come to learn about him since you developed some form of relationship?
Yeah, had a great opportunity to visit. Always had a great relationship with all those guys for multiple years, but, Brad, and then as Brad stepped down, and, other people that have come in there. So, yeah, it's very interesting, just talking about pro athletes, pro sports, teaching, learning, so forth. That was good. It was a good day. All right, great. Thank you.